Have you ever had an unpleasant experience with a contractor who was to come to your home and do some work for you? This happened last Tuesday. I had a contractor in to do some pest control work, when in fact he was the pest. As soon as he came into my home, he asked me a series of questions in an aggressive manner. I wasn't thinking straight because I had PMS. So the whole interaction with him and his entire presence, when I was reflecting back on it, told me that I had my boundaries violated. I had my space violated. So when he came in and asked me questions, then he asked, what seems to be the problem? I told him and I pointed at my kitchen. We are seeing mice in my kitchen, and then I pointed to my son's bedroom and my son's bedroom. I've had pest control in my home on numerous occasions previously, so I know the drill. I know that they go into the kitchen and whatever room that you tell them there are mice. At no point did they ever go into any other rooms. However, this pest control, he went into every room in my home. That's where I felt my boundaries were violated. However, at the time, I didn't feel safe to speak up for myself because I was home alone. If my son was here with me, I would have felt safe to speak up, to set my boundaries and tell him, no, you cannot go into any other rooms because there are no mice there. I did not tell you there were mice in any other rooms. I told you there were mice seen in my kitchen and my son's bedroom. That bedroom. I pointed it to you. However, I felt so uncomfortable afterwards when I was reflecting on this experience. I did something about it. The next day, I went into my landlord's office and I reported this incident to my landlord and told my landlord that this pest control is no longer welcomed in my home. And he agreed that he would not send the same guy here when he needs to do a follow-up. Speak up when something doesn't feel right.